Doctor show tonight. I need to reboot this. You can go over to videos, and lives. Happy Monday. And it has been Monday. There I am. All right, say hi if you're on YouTube. I can see ya. Let me get up on, there I am there. All right, I can see. I think I'm getting faster. With making sure my technology is up. Hi, Linda Wood. How you doing, sweetheart? Miss Becky, hi. All right, well, we kind of have a mixed bag tonight. I didn't get a lot of questions about featherweights this week, so I thought we would do a quilting technique little mini class tonight. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Mom. We have some flying geese blocks coming up next week, not this week, but next week, and I thought I would show you the no waste flying geese technique. I'm back, Jennifer. You guys are so awesome. You pop over to Instagram, you pop over to Facebook, YouTube. I so appreciate it. This new format is actually working really well for us, so I'm glad that you guys are all following along the programming. Bonnie Pelton. Hi, sweetheart. Well, girls, I told you on Instagram, but just new people on right now. It's my birthday week. I had all of these plans for this week. I was going to see my bestie on Wednesday. I was going to see some ladies, some very good friends of mine tomorrow. And then our governor had has a different plan for this week. And that's totally fine because I'm all about keeping people safe and staying home when I need to. So I am going to still, hi Julia, how are you from Texas? I'm still going to see my friends tomorrow, probably the last time I would think for the rest of the winter, but I have some quilts I need to deliver to them, so I need to see them, and they have some quilts for me, some of which are due back before Christmas, so I'll definitely get that done. And then I probably will have to cancel with my bestie on Wednesday because our new orders take effect on Wednesday. So, hi Linda Hadley. Thanks. Bonnie Pelton says, happy birthday. Hi, Kathy Klein from Illinois. Thanks for joining us. And Debbie from Kentucky, thanks for coming. So tonight we're going to talk about, well, let me give you a quick update. So we are winding down on our Quilt As You Go project that we've been doing for the last 16 weeks. Oh, birthday cakes and champagne glasses. Hi, Carolyn. Next week we have our, well, let me show you. This week I'm going to give you a sneak preview. Can you see that? My lights are too bright. It's a heart. Can you see that? It's a big, actually, Ray, go to the low camera for me. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Judy. Oh, Judy, I have to still send. All right, I just put this week's block for Quilt As You Go on the low camera so you guys can see it a little better. All right, that's coming up this week. It's basically going to be a raw edge applique, like the Route 66. I'll have a template uploaded for the heart, and then we're going to do a cool quilting technique on it. Judy, I owe you, where's your toast? I don't want to forget you. I'm going to make a sticky note, Judy, on my computer, so I don't forget to send you your free gift for contributing our toast for Friday night. Judy, side bottom, put, no. Okay. So after this week, you're right here, Judy, you're going to be a little sticky note on my computer so I don't forget you. All right, so after this week, this last sampler block, we have, go ahead and go to the low camera, Ray, for me. We have these last two flying geese blocks. Now, these are unique because, hi, Pamela. Pamela on YouTube says, I want a featherweight. What do you recommend? What do you have a special year you're looking for or a special badge? Pamela, we should probably take this conversation off the live. If you email me at info@featherweightdoctor.com, I can tell you what I have available. All right, back to the low camera. Sugar. All right. So these flying geese blocks here are going to be the last two pieces that we have to do. So tonight we're going to do the technique on how to do these flying geese blocks in the no waste method. All right. I wanted to show you, I didn't get to post this over the weekend either. I'm sorry, Ray, go to the low camera again. Sorry, guys. So this was my finished block from last week. I didn't get a chance to post it, but this is all the free motion quilting I did on it. If this was overwhelming to you, then you were welcome to just do some stitching in the ditch around the rail fence. This is my tombstone block, and this specifically reminds me of the boardwalk when we spent some time in Tombstone. So this was our second to last block. Our last block, go ahead to high camera, sweetie, is Payson, Arizona. Payson is the heart. It's known for being the heart of Arizona. So that's why we have a heart on our block. I've spent a lot of time in Payson, so I am all excited to tell you some stories about that. And then I think that's it. So that's kind of what's going on this week. Let's get to our technique. All right, so tonight's technique, there's just some scrap fabric here. We've got 4 flying geese. We're going to need 4 flying geese 4 times. So we're going to need 16 for our blocks. Our flying geese measurements are 4.5 by 2.5 rectangles. We are going to start out with a 5 1/4 block, which is for, can you guys see that? Bridget, you're so cute. I showed this on Instagram. You guys have to see this cool quilt. This is a friend of mine who loved this quilt, but was scared of the mitered borders. So I told her I would do the mitered borders for her so that she could, Judy, hang on one sec. So this is what the mitered border looks like, and look at how pretty these quilts, this colorway is. It's so pretty. I love the blues. This is being delivered tomorrow. I still need to put the binding on it. I should probably do that tonight. All right. So Judy says, I really want to know your method for joining these when you're all done. Okay, so I actually did a video a couple weeks ago, Judy. I believe, hi Mary from Seattle. I believe it is under, if you go to the blog on the website, so featherweightdoctor.com, scroll to the middle of the page, it says journal and blog posts, and then look for the week called 8.5. So right in the middle of the project, I did a big, the blog entry, and then whatever the date is on that, go back and find the live, and I actually put it together. Just a real quick little rundown. So here's the join, Judy. Hi Faye from Mesa. The top is a 1 3/4 inch strip by 8.5, because our blocks are 8.5 inches, and it is folded in half. And then you take the strip in the back. Now I could have used the same fabric so that it blended better, but I chose to have kind of another artistic appointment and use a different color. The strip on the back is 1 1/8 strip by 8.5. So you attach all the raw edges to one side, then you press them all open, and then attach the backing to the next quilt block at a 1/4 inch seam allowance all the way around. Open it up and then fold this over and top stitch it down. Hi Carla, how are you, my friend? So that's how you do the join, and the video goes along with the instructions from week 8.5. So I need to start getting a bunch of these done. I was trying to get it mostly done because in case I wanted to move around, like you can see 2 of my blocks are like out of place right here. Probably should fix that. I was trying to get it more done because I didn't want to get it all the way to completion and then decided I wanted to move that block over there or vice versa. So anyway, so this is our no waste thing, our no waste flying block quilt demonstration. So we have a 5 1/4 block, and then 4, you ready, 2 7/8 inch squares. And if you notice, Ray, go to the low camera for me, sweetie. I drew diagonals on the back side of all of my 2 and 7/8 inch squares. All right, here we go. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to leave it on the low camera for a second, lady. And I'm going to put one here up in the corner, upper corner like that. And one here like so. So like that. And now I'm going to sew on either side of that drawn line. You guys are like, what are you doing? I got you, don't worry. I am using a 1950 Centennial tonight. She is very fast and very shiny. She is one of my machines in open inventory, and I have an interested party, and I told them I would be on here tonight with this machine so they could see it running. All right, so I'll show you what I'm doing in a sec. So this machine has kind of an interesting life story. Thanks, Carla. She said, happy birthday week. Yay! This machine was found in the attic of a hoarder named Fred. I kid you not. It was kind of an interesting story. My husband has some notifications set up, so when featherweights are posted in our area, we get notified. And so this one was on Craigslist, and it was the nephew who was selling her. Fred had passed, and the niece and the nephew's rock, paper, scissors, and the nephew got the attic. And so he was then with this machine. And I have to tell you the funniest story. He did not know, he didn't exactly know what he had, but he knew as soon as he called and made arrangements with my husband to pick it up that he had something, because he got like 20 more phone calls on the machine. But we were the first, and he was a guy with integrity, so we got to buy the machine. But this little machine has a very funny story. Okay, go to low camera for me, sweetie. Okay, you guys can see I have white thread on. I should have used a darker thread, but I have done a 1/4 inch seam allowance on either one of those drawn lines. So I have this really weird looking block right now. So what I'm going to do now is cut down the drawn line. Okay, I have two weird looking little blocks here. I'm going to flip over my ironing board here, and I'm going to press them out like this. So you should have something that looks like this. Two of them actually. Like that. All right, now I'm going to go back to my sewing machine, and I'm going to take the next, because we needed 4 2 and 7/8 inch squares. I'm going to place it like this and sew down 1/4 inch on each of the drawn lines. Yes, Marilyn Ward, do you have the pattern for this? Yes, we are going to pull Marilyn, I'll have the measurements and stuff next week up on the thing. I just wanted you guys to see the technique that we're going to be using. So when it comes to next week, you have a more of a visual, I'm a visual person, so it helps me, what we're going to do. But I started off with a 5 1/4 inch square and 4 2 and 7/8 inch squares. And then you'll see at the end of this, we're going to have 4 2.5 by 4.5 inch flying geese. That is the plan. All right, so I'm going to go through, I'm going to make a couple more seams here. I'll show you what I'm doing. I used, because I'm on the inside of the quilt, I used my friction pen for a nice crisp line that will iron away when I am done. So this is what I have now. So I've got 2 of these. All right. And I'm going to just cut down that drawn line again. Did you answer that question from the on Facebook? Yes. Like this. And like this. All right, you guys, that's it. Now I'm just going to press all of these open. No waste flying geese. How cool is this technique? The typical technique is that you take if you want a 4.5 inch by 2.5 inch rectangle, you cut that size of rectangle in the black fabric, and then you take your squares, both 2.5 inch squares, and you waste the trim off. It turns into a big scrap pile. What I love about this technique is there's no waste. You don't have that those little dog ears to cut off, and then you don't have enough, or then you're not wasting anything. So here we go. There's 4 flying geese. So this is not the right fabric. Let's see if I can scooch this way for a sec there. So what you're going to do is you're basically going to sew. Oh wait, I'm doing this wrong. This, this, and then this. Good night, darling. Get your geese in a row, like this, and this. So this will be the layout. Let me just move the camera over a little bit. This will be the layout. Then you're going to put 2.5 inch strips on the top of it. So next week, girls, the measurements. We'll go to the big camera. Sweet. Next week, the measurements are going to be different because even your backing piece is going to be a little different because these will already have been sewn together. So don't cut your backing piece just yet. It'll still be an 8.5 inch top to bottom, but it's actually going to be 8.5 and 8.5, which is 17 long. All these measurements will be on the instructions for next week. We're just going to quilt a bigger block because these two will be connected right out of the gate. No bias to deal with. Exactly, Bridget. So just do this anytime you're doing it. I think that this technique is the best there is when it comes to not wasting fabric, first of all, and not dealing with bias edges, like Bridget said. But the measurements will change based on the size of the flying geese you are making. So this is just the directions for the flying geese that we're doing in our Quilt As You Go thing. But yes, I love this technique. Works great. All right, guys. So that is my little demo on the technique for next week. We are rounding home plate. That is sports analogies for all the husbands listening in the background. This has just turned out so much better than I thought it was going to. Honestly, I was when I first decided we were going to do this summer, I was having some programming issues getting people with vacations planned and all of that to get on, and so I thought, okay, we're just going to do this Quilt As You Go project. Well, now it has turned into such a thing that I've got the next one already, in the works. The winter solstice table runner is going to start during the holidays. And it's fabulous. I just love the fact that you guys are really seeing with these little robust powerhouse machines how much they can do, and really kind of opening your eyes to using them more than you potentially could have imagined using them. So, and that is my whole lot in life, is just to make famous these little machines. So I appreciate you guys coming along on the journey with me. All right. That is what I have for you tonight. Our next time on camera will be this Wednesday at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 10 minutes just prior on Instagram for the pre-show. It's our Quilt As You Go. We're going to be doing Payson. Arizona, which will be fun. All of the directions, the cutting instructions will be up on the web, on my website under the blogs, probably a few hours before the show goes live, and then it'll be Friday again for the sip and sew, which I am really looking forward to this week. So I hope everybody has a great night. Thank you for joining me, and we will see you on